Okay, this video is going to show you how to set up a party, get the party into Table, get the party into Facebook, and then also into Linktree. So this is going to actually encompass all of those activities. So this is the beginning, and this is Consultants Corner. We're going to click Create, and then we're going to click Create a Party. And I'm going to set up a party for my daughter every year. She's required to have a party, so she's going to have one. And her party is going to start on the 14th. And I'm going to let it go into July just because I don't want to have to change these dates. She'll probably close it within a week, but it just is so much easier pushing that date off so I don't have to go back in and reestablish the end date. So I'm going to click here. She's done a couple parties in the past. So this is all set. If you don't have their information or they're not in your database, you're going to obviously put in all of this contact information here, and you don't need to worry about this information here. So click Create Party. And then what we got to do is we have to grab the link. So we're going to grab the link, and we need the Shop Now link. So I'm going to click Share, copy the link, and I need to go to Table. So I'm going to go into Table. And for those of you that are watching this for the very first time, you're going to have to take a couple extra steps to add your content to Table, but this is on the assumption that you've already done that. But for now, this will help you at least establish the party in Table. So we're going to click on Parties. And every week I change the color to make it easier to identify quickly how many parties I have and who's where. So I'm going to click Create Party, and we'll make this week purple. So you can call this whatever you want. I'm just going to call it Carly Marceron. And then we're going to take that link and we're going to paste it in. And there is her link. Now, we're going to go into the board's extension. So here's the board's extension up here. And I'm going to click the board extension. And I'm going to go into the correct board. And this is my party setup board. So we're going to click Party Setup. And this is called the welcome message. So I have here Table Welcome. So all I have to do is click this. Whoops. Nope, that is not right. Your cursor has to be in the right place. So let's get that out of there. So we're going to get out of that. All right, so now we have that correct. And we're going to put our cursor where we want it. And let's try that again. So we're going to do the Table Welcome. And now the message pops up there and we're good to go. I don't worry about the order by date because that's already on the other part of it. And I can also go into boards and click on my YouTube, and it will pop it right in there for me as well. And then you're going to click Next. Oops. All right, let's do this because she already had a party. So it just, for whatever reason, identifies to the last one. So we'll just put Carly Marcerons. So there's the welcome message that I had. Here's the YouTube video that I have. And here's the table link that I'll need to use for Linktree. But I also need to set up the content because there is no content in here that's related to her particular party. So what I want to do, and I get a little tricky on this too, so just bear with me. You're going to click Content Manager, and I've already established the outlines that I want for June. So you'll want to walk through the 7 steps to make sure that you have your content loaded. And I am going to click, whoops, I'm not going to click that. This is where I get mixed up myself sometimes. So hang in there with me. This is new for all of us. So that's why it's a little bit tricky. Gosh, where was I? My outlines. Here we go. I'm sorry. So my outlines, because I've already established them. I'm going to click these 3 dots. I'm going to click Schedule. And I'm going to click on Carly because she's the only one I need to schedule at this point in time, but you can schedule up to 20 parties. And then I'm going to click Post Now and Apply. And it says here, outline has been posted and will be displayed in a few moments. And then I'm going to close that. I'm going to go back into my parties, and it takes a second for that party to come back up. So we'll go into parties here and we'll put in Carly Marcerons. And in just a few moments, we'll see all the content here. And that way, when friends come to Table, they'll be able to see exactly what they need to see. You can use the host image. For me, it's just one extra step I don't want to mess with. So I have one standard image that I use, and I just call it the logo image. And I sometimes will use this logo or that logo. Doesn't really matter. But that one you have to have downloaded to your computer. You can't use it through boards. And it'll take a couple seconds, and then it will pop up. Let me refresh this. Sometimes it takes a couple extra seconds. It just depends on your Wi-Fi. Sometimes my Wi-Fi is a little bit slow. So let's put it in logo. Let's try this one. Sometimes this one's a little faster. Okay, it liked that one better. Okay, so now it says here, this is Carly Marchand Show. Here is her welcome message. Here is the table link that we need. And let's refresh this and see if the content has been uploaded. Not yet. Okay, but it will. No big deal. It's here. Oh, you know what? Nope. I know what happened. I added it to her other party. So let's do that again. So we're going to Content Manager. We're going to go into My Folders. And, oh gosh, here we go again with where did I put that? All outlines. Where is Lorraine at? My outlines. Here we go. All right, Lorraine Reed. There we go. Now schedule that. And what I needed to do is add it to this party. Okay, so now I'm going to click Post Now and Apply. So anybody can do this. All right, there's the party. Let's go back in it. And here it is. Look how beautiful that looks. So now they can click on any of these links and it's going to take them to all these different destinations. And now what I want to do is I want to take this party link and go into table. So I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to go into Linktree. So what I like to do is I like to have a boards, Facebook, Linktree, and Consultants Corner all up. So I can just navigate through each of them. Then I'm going to click Add Link. And then I'm going to paste it and it's going to automatically identify that it's Carly. And then I'm just going to drag it down to the proper placement for her name, alphabetical order, JK. There we go. All right, so now she's in here. Her table link's in here. So when her friends come to place an order, it's here. All right, so what we did there is we created the party on Consultants Corner. We went into table. We created the party there. And then we also set it up with the links. And for whatever reason, it's super slow right now, but you get the gist. We've already put her into Linktree, and now we need to add the content to Facebook. So now what we're going to do is going to go into Facebook, and you want to make sure that you're acting as your correct profile. So let's get to that. And yes, I have two Facebooks because I get blocked so easily. So I have to have two operating. Not something that I would necessarily advise, but definitely something that's helpful if you do continually get blocked. So let me log in. Hopefully I did that right. Yep. Okay, so now what we're doing here is we are going to create our party on Facebook. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to click on groups, which is here. And then we're going to click create new group here. And then we're going to click on Carly, or we're going to type in Carly's. And then we're going to hit boards. And this is the title. Technically, it's the group name. I should change it to that, but there's the title. And her party is going to start on 6/14 and go through 6/21. Now, my suggestion is to change that on boards each week. So whenever you're setting up your parties, it's an automatic, it automatically updates. Actually, I want to change one other thing here because our new summer products are coming out. Whoops. All right. So Carly's Pampered Chef new summer products pop-up shop dates 6/14 to 6/21. We want to mark this as private and let's click create. Okay, so we want to add the banner. The banner has to be in your files on your computer. It can't be in boards for whatever reason. So make sure that it's properly titled so it's easy to find. And you guys have all access to all of these here, and you get to edit them to make them your own. When you do edit them, all you have to do is edit your picture. And this is a QR code that you can get in Canva. And this is the QR code to my website. But there'll be blank ones in there for you so you can edit them appropriately. So we'll save those changes. And now we want to do a couple behind the scene things first, because anything you do in this party, it's going to show up here. And I don't want like that kind of information to be showing up as the first thing people see. So I want it to look as clean as possible. I'm going to go into group settings. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the new member welcome, because ultimately when they come in, I'd like them to introduce themselves, and I'm going to give them an incentive to do so. So this says here, welcome setup words. So I'm going to put this into that section there. And It's basically just saying, hey, welcome to the party, introduce yourself, and look for the waving dog to get 25 tickets into the drawing. This is helpful because now people are starting to message me more often, and that cuts down on the times that I have to reach out to them. So now we're good. We're going to click continue, and it automatically saves it. So I'm going to go back out here, go back into group settings, or excuse me, go into, yes, actually, why is that not happening? Oh, I'm sorry. You got to get, I don't know why Facebook makes you do this. Go back to community home. And now we're going to go back into group settings. And personally, for me, this is just an aesthetic thing. I like to, for Facebook to match up the color. You don't have to. It's obviously just something I like to do. Then I am going to change this because I do have my business page associated to my personal page, but it's not a requirement. So if you like your business page associated because you flip-flop back and forth, then you can do this part, but you do not have to if you primarily hang out on your your personal page only. Okay, so there is one other piece. Let's see where they put it. Whoops. Oh, you know what? Let me back out of here. Let me change this. I actually just recently decided that my invite button is going to remain blue because when I make reference to that in my host coaching, I want that to line up with what they said or what I said. So hopefully this changes back to blue. There we go. Okay, so we're good. So you don't need to change the color. All you needed to do is put in the welcome message. Okay, next thing that we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we're going to get notifications. So you'll see these 3 buttons here. This is called the ellipse. Click that. And it says here, I can't pin this group right now because I have 10 other groups already pinned. So when her week comes about, I will unpin those old parties and repin the new ones. I want to manage notifications because anytime people say anything in the party, I want to make sure that I'm getting a notification. Notifications are going to come up here with this bell. All right, next thing I'm going to do is click on write something, and I'm going to click on boards again. So I'm going to click on boards, and now I'm ready to set this party up. So the very next thing I'm going to do is welcome post to put into the party. So there's the welcome post, and basically what this is saying, it's a Pampered Chef party. Here's the shopping link. I don't know why that came that way. Oops. Oh, I know why I did that, because it's weird the way it sets things up. So let me go back and do that. Okay, so it's Pampered Chef pop-up shop shopping link. Here's the link. Please scroll to your hosts, gifts here, place to order by Sunday. And for this particular party, this is going to be 6/14. And we're technically going to soft close it on that following Wednesday, which would be the 19th. So technically it's that 5-6 day turnaround time, but I will go back in and adjust it and keep it open to the following Friday. So now I'm going to post this. And what this basically is telling people is to change their notifications so they won't miss anything that we're doing in the party. So now I want to click this ellipse button again. I want to pin this to the featured post, and it just helps for people to be able to find it. And then I'm going to refresh. And eventually it's going to give me an option to pin it to the top. And it did this time. Sometimes it takes a couple times to refresh it. So now it should stay up at the top. Doesn't always happen, but I like when it does. So I try to do it each time to ensure that happens. All right, next thing is going to be the next post that I'm going to put in there. And this is going to encourage them to reach out to me. So here we go. It says here, say hi with image. So we'll click that. And I don't want this on here. So I'm going to go back in and grab what I want. Oops, that's not what I want either. I want to go back into boards. And this says say hello. Wait a minute. Oh, it's both. I forgot how I did this. Okay, my assistant does this for me. So it was confusing me a little bit. All right, so let's do this. Put your cursor there. And then I'm going to click say hello. And then I'm going to click this one as well. And now it's 2 things. It's saying hello, introduce yourself. And this is saying say hello to me. So grab 50 tickets, 25 for introducing yourself, 25 for sending me a hello message. And I would say about 2 or 3 people per party do that. So it is helpful. So now we're going to post this. And now all the posts are in the party the way we need them to be. However, I do want to also save this to featured, refresh it, and hopefully it's going to give me a pin to top. It did. So now technically these should stay at the top. So what we did, just to recap, we went into the party, went into Consultants Corner, created the party. Then we went into table, and then we created the party in table. Then when we were in table, we also grabbed the link that was the table link, and then we put that into Linktree. So let's show you that real quick. So here is that link. We just copied that, and then we went into Linktree, and then here's Carly's party along with her link. And then the last thing we did is we created the party in Facebook, and we changed all the notifications. We put the title in, we put the 2 posts in, we pinned them, we put them in featured, and we put up our banner. And now this is good to go and to send along to her, meaning the host of the party. So I hope that was helpful in setting up your parties. Thanks so much.